did you know that the number of people evacuated because of the horrific fires in Fort McMurray is about equal to the number of people living right here in Nanaimo? Imagine Nanaimo being evacuated. What would that look like?
It would be such an event that, imagine one street, the main highway, everybody trying to get out at the same time, whether north or south. And in their situation, they only had one way to get out. They would be confused chaos.
And I think when we're watching it from the outside, we think that we have time. Oh, well, we know that it's coming. We can collect our belongings. We can make a plan for where we're going and how we're going to keep in touch with our loved ones. But that's not the case. It happens so quickly.
That's why everybody should have a grab and go bag,
Right.
Have their pet supplies possibly with them, have their medications in there, have some currency with them, and just mementos that they know they want to have that they can take with them just like that if they have to go with them, not much notice.
And this is sort of leading into, it happens so quickly and it happens in many different ways. One, just cigarette butts is one of the major causes.
Exactly. Poorly discarded smoking materials caused a lot of fires last summer here in Nanaimo. At one point we had approximately 24 in a 3-week span, and some of them were really big and caused major damage, not necessarily to buildings but to the landscape, and the potential is there. So just keep that in mind. Keep them in your ashtrays if you're driving by. If you're walking, make sure you discard it properly. Just don't flick it off the side into the boulevard in bark mulch or anywhere around, because when it gets really dry, it happens so fast.
And it's drier already now this year than it was last year at this time.
Exactly. I mean, we're only in the middle of May and it's already dry, and we've had a couple of bushfires this past weekend simply from poorly discarded smoking material.
Right. Now another material that people are discarding of would be barbecue charcoal.
Yes.
And that's something else. You know, we're here talking about barbecue safety today. So what should people do with their charcoal?
Well, the easiest thing to do with your charcoal is just let it cool down. Don't dispose of it right away. I mean, you're not going to cook twice in a day, more than likely. If you're going to cook the next day, by the next day you'll be cooled down. It's an approved device, and just discard it that way.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. We're going to come back and talk about more fire prevention tips and tricks for you to incorporate into your everyday life. We're throwing things over now to Rayanne LaPlante with something that Jamie Black calls wild craft play.